guys? It's Ejector Coasters, and today we're doing a top 5 coasters at Knott's Berry Farm. Now, I know I said I'd do a top 10, but besides the top 5, there aren't really any major rides. So here we go. POV credits to Theme Park Review and Knott's Berry Farm. Now, coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Montezumas Revenge, their Schwarzkopf shuttle loop. And this is a classic. I've been riding it for a while. It's always been a fun ride. It's never been super crazy, but it's almost always like basically a walk on. Cause it's kind of like hidden. It's cool. The launch, it's a fun launch. It's like the opposite of an LSM. It starts out kind of weak, but then it gets stronger, and that's really cool. Even though it's not a super long ride, it packs a good punch. Even though the layout's kind of eh. I mean, obviously, because it's literally just like that. The loop is forceful. All Schwarzkopf loops are pretty forceful, I've heard. Well, Revolutions is, and this is, so I'm gonna just say that's true. On the spikes, you get a feeling of weightlessness. Not like airtime weightlessness, but like, I don't know, stomach tingly weightlessness. The backwards loop feels like kind of weird and a weird sensation since I haven't been on any other boomerang kind of rides besides this. I thought it was a fun experience. That's why but it's too short, and it's not as intense as the other rides. That's why it's number 5. Coming in at number 4 is one of my favorite B&M inverts, Silver Bullet. I really like this ride because it's forceful, like all inverts. Obviously the loops are really fun. My problem with inverts is like you can't see a thing if you're in the back or like any row besides the front, but that's okay. I expected the Cobra roll to whip my head around, but like it didn't do that nearly as much as I remember it. So I guess that's good. The zero G roll is fun. I don't care that you shouldn't take your hands up on over the shoulder restraints. I did it anyway because like you get weightless and it's fun. Corkscrews are good. The ride is glass smooth. I mean, way smoother than the Batman clones I've been on. It's really forceful. It's pretty scenic, especially over like that little mini lake thing that they themed. It's a good fun ride, and I usually go there first because most of the time the lines are at Ghost Rider first, and there's basically nothing in the backside of the park. It's a really fun ride. Not the most intense, but it still is pretty intense and really fun. My whole family enjoyed it when we last went. So number 4, Silver Bullet. Now coming in at the number 3 spot may be a little controversial, but I'll explain. So number 3 at Knott's Berry Farm, in my opinion, is Accelerator. Now I know before you hate on me in the comments, even though like not many people watch my videos, that's okay. But for those who do, don't hate on me in the comments for this, please. Just respect my opinion. That's all I ask. I had a really hard time choosing between this and the number 2 spot, just because like they just felt so close. But this ride, the pros, like there aren't really any cons besides the length. Launch is really forceful and stays consistently forceful like a hydraulic should. You get good airtime on the top hat in any row you sit in. The overbanks are fun, and I think it adds a little extra to the ride. Like, it's better than... I don't prefer it to King Ka just because it's not as intense, but I like the overbanks and stuff at the end more. If you're sitting in the back, you get absolutely yanked over the drop, and it's amazing. So number 2 is Hang Time. I know, like, it's like not as good as people thought it would be. Most people have it at number 3, but I have it at number 2 because 1, it has great airtime, more than people talk about. It's underrated. Naturally, of course, it has hang time. The night rides are phenomenal. It's not like out in the woods or anything, but holy crap, the light package is like so cool. It does have a slight rattle. The restraints are really comfortable. I find them more comfortable than B&M clamshells, except they come down a lot. Just this ride in general is really fun. The inversions are fun. The vertical chain lift is fun. I actually tried to do like sit-ups on it to see how many I could do, and I thought that was cool. So number 1, shocker shocker, is Ghost Rider. Now I never rode this as the CCI version because back then I was still like kind of scared to ride it, and my parents didn't really like coming here. They all wanted Disney, of course. But this ride is amazing. Like, it is so much better than Apocalypse. And Apocalypse is like a fun ride. It's just not outstanding. It's so good. It absolutely exceeded my expectations. Even though it doesn't look like it, the thing hauls for basically the whole ride. It's awesome. Insane laterals on basically every turn. They don't bank at all. Definitely a back row ride, stronger airtime. I like how the mid course doesn't trim at all. Drops fun, good floater moments and flowjector. But the drop off the mid course in the back is basically El Toro's drop, but just a little bit shorter. That's how good it is. It's amazing. Second half is filled with great head choppers. I like its layout, even though it's an out and back. It goes around twice, and you get great head choppers the second time around. I think that's really fun. Not too many good positives, and the Millennium Flyers come down super easily, but they're still really comfortable restraints. But this ride isn't the kind of ride that needs positives. As I've said before, the laterals are absolutely insane. This helix was crazy. Not positive, crazy laterals. You're absolutely, look at the banking on that. I mean, that's crazy. Great ride. Number one, definitely, by far, Ghost Rider. This ride is amazing. Thank you all for watching. This has been my top 5 coasters at Knott's Berry Farm. Stay tuned because I'm actually doing my first coaster battle, which is Ghost Rider versus Twisted Colossus. Stay tuned for that. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.